Hello! Sorry everyone. Bit of a late start today. Was scarfing down a sandwich. Getting a late lunch, early dinner going. So, sorry about that. But excited to be here. We've got a fun stream today. We're going to continue our designer challenge. For those that aren't aware, the designer challenge, we are midway here. From the 22nd through the 5th. We'll play your dungeons next week, so get them in. All you got to do is create a minigame, use the minigame tag, upload it. We're going to start things off by taking a look at some of the things that are coming in this update that we are hopefully pushing later tonight. If everything goes well, and we don't encounter any issues, we will get this finally out there. So some fun stuff in there. We'll show that off so you get a little preview. And then, yeah, we're going to work on our designer challenge dungeon. I scrapped my red light, blue light idea. Wait, red light, blue light. Red light, green light. How do traffic lights work? I don't know. We are going to be building something totally different. So I kind of started on it a little bit, just kind of concepting. So we'll play around with that. It's in depth enough that I don't think we'll finish it up today. But we'll have some fun. If and soon, the Brothers of Fate and Despair, indeed. Especially for us. But yeah, already saw, I think Tony got a designer challenge dungeon up, so that's cool. Hope others are working on theirs. Kmart and Walmart have red light and blue light specials. You know, maybe that's what was living in my head. Maybe maybe I was living in the 90s for a minute. Let me scroll up because I think I missed a few things. Yeah, we as Borg. Sorry we couldn't get the update out sooner, but excited to finally get it out there. You know, there's a lot of testing and stuff that has to happen, so I think you'll be excited for it. And we have another feature that is pretty well underway that we'll be able to show off not tonight, but next week, and maybe even, you know, release by next week. We'll see, depending how far along it is. So lots of stuff going on. Very exciting. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump in and talk a little bit about this next update. So first, I'm going to go to Online Dungeons. You'll notice that Popular Dungeons is gone. Popular Dungeons wasn't really filtering dungeons correctly and wasn't really a useful tab. So we have replaced that with Featured Dungeons. So Featured Dungeons are going to be a hand-selected kind of dungeons that we will curate. We'll curate our own dungeons that we want to show off. So this could be anything. It might be a dungeon that we played and we were just like, oh, this is cool. We want it to get a little extra spotlight. Maybe we'll put it in there. Maybe you, as a community member, did something really helpful for the community and we want to thank you. Maybe we'll feature your dungeon. Or could be anything. So Feature Dungeons. This was also a Kickstarter backer reward. So if you're a Kickstarter backer that backed at the expensive tier, I think it was $225 or higher, we did message everyone. So if you're one of those folks, just let us know the name of your dungeon and we'll get it featured. But for now, we just threw a handful of our favorite dungeons from the last Creator Challenge in here. So, bunch of those for people to see. We're featuring those at least until we get the next round of Creator Challenge Designer Challenge dungeons. And then we'll probably feature, you know, our favorites from there too, so. Yeah, pretty nice change, I think. I think this is This will be nice, and it'll let us kind of shine a spotlight on some dungeons that don't get it. I think also what I'm going to look at, because I can just go in and add a featured tag to a dungeon to get it to appear here. I think sometimes these will rotate, so like the tag isn't going to stay on these for featured dungeons. We're just featuring them right now. We'll remove that tag when we're featuring other dungeons. So this will change. And maybe there's a cool dungeon that got an update, and you know, it's kind of hard to find updated dungeons, so we could like feature that here. So lots we can do here, and we'll do our best to keep this updated and not let it get stale. And I'm actually hoping down the line we can have like a recently updated filter, but it's a discussion for another day. But yeah, excited for this. I think it's a nice addition. Popular Dungeons wasn't really cutting it, so we now have a featured dungeons section. So if you participate in the designer challenge, you'll get a little extra spotlight on your dungeon as a thank you for helping us, you know, get more dungeons in the game. Okay, what else? The loading screens, I believe that's new. So they change every time. And we showed those off on a stream not too long ago. But nice little touch there. One of the big updates that I can't really actively show off, but Thomas did some enhancing, so the lag on some dungeons is going to be much less noticeable. 7th Hour is a good example. Optimus, one of your dungeons, had some lag at the beginning, and it was because of the movable objects in the dungeon. Thomas reworked a bunch of those systems, so that dungeon like barely lags now. It's awesome. So we fixed some of the lag situations, so that's a really nice quality of life feature coming with this update. And then we showed off on stream the Fire Lizark. So the Fire Lizark shoots a fire arrow. Also, the arrow travels faster than a normal arrow, and he moves a lot. Notice some lag when I have a bunch of grass. Yeah, let me know if you still experience that after this update. I think that might be fixed now. So a new enemy variant will be coming in this update. Always exciting. And there's another new variant that we haven't shown yet. So this will be the first time revealing a variant of the Razor Trap, which is a flying Razor Trap. So this is why we as Borg, I said you might be excited for this update, because we we broke your dungeon, but we have a fix for you. So a regular Razor Trap will hit a pit and go the other way. A flying Razor Trap, and I love that propeller. It's so nice. Goes over pits. So pretty neat. It'll also go over poison. We don't have the regular Razor Trap going over poison right now. I don't... Oh wait, yeah we do. Never mind. I don't know why I thought it didn't, but okay. Either way, they both go over poison. Yeah, we knew we were breaking your dungeon, and this seemed like a good addition. The other thing you'll notice, we now have deactivated versions. Oh, that's what it was. You can't place it on poison. Yeah. And that's the thing I wasn't sure about, that maybe it'll change in the future. But yeah, as of right now, you can't place it on poison. But you can place the flying one. You can also place the flying ones in pits. So they can start in a pit, which I think is really interesting. Yeah, they still toggle invisible and floor switches. It felt like they should. It feels like anything that's actually like sunken to the ground, they felt natural, like floating over, but anything that was raised at all, it felt like they should trigger. So we do have them triggering floor switches. And yeah, they still trigger the invisible, just like these ones do. So. Yep. And then, of course, there's a line of sight variant. But yeah, we have the inactive versions of the Razor Traps placeable now as well. So you can have them start inactive and then link to them to activate them. And that goes for all the variants. And then the last thing to talk about with these, we showed off last stream, and I think maybe the stream before. Yeah, we introduced it the stream before, but it was rough. The cracked floors are done. They're ready. So we have them in every color. They're here in the pit submenu, and they're in every theme. And these, honestly, this is my favorite part of the new update, is these cracked floors. They're so much fun. For those that haven't been here the last couple streams, they'll respawn if you leave the room. And if you link from them, you can trigger links when they disappear. If you link to them, you can make them appear. And if you link to them, they will no longer reappear when you leave and re-enter a room, since you have a new way to make them appear. When not in a room, are they still inactive or are they bouncing now? Did this just change the state they go to on room entry? Are you talking about the Razor Traps? I'm pretty sure that they still function the same in that regard. So, if you leave a room, they stop. Yeah, they reset if you leave a room. That's right. I don't think they've ever reset their state on room change, right? Looks like they do. Yeah. Yeah. Their active and inactive state doesn't change. They stay active, or they keep their state. They just reset when you leave a room. But they also trigger cracked floors. So if they go over a cracked floor, they'll trigger it, which will sometimes trap them. However, oh, conveyors move them? That might still be the case. That's interesting. Well, you have to play around with them. Let us know. But yeah, the razor traps break the cracked floors. However, the flying razor traps do not break cracked floors. They will go over them. So I think all these little things combined make it kind of an interesting variant. You've got some different options here since these won't break the cracked floors. Actually makes them a really nice obstacle for cracked floor puzzles without ruining your puzzle. So pretty cool. Start in an empty room. Oh yeah, that's neat. I guess I never realized that. So yes, they still have that feature that we were unaware of. Actually, I'm curious now, if you... Let's say I start in this room. Yeah, feature. What happens if I deactivate them? Will it move on the conveyor? It does. That's kind of cool, actually. I smell a cool design with that. Saw it in your Frogger dungeon? Okay. Opposite of statues in that way. Yeah, that's a good point. So the statue has to be activated to move. But yeah, cracked blocks or cracked floors, really exciting. They also blow up with bombs. And yeah, the different razor traps will interact with them a little differently. Looking forward to seeing some cracked floor puzzles where you gotta like break all of the cracked floor to get out of a room or what have you. And I think that's the bulk of the update. Oh, and then one other thing that I'm excited to show off, it's not really a change in functionality at all, but we revamped the starting equipment menu. And I think it looks really nice. Much more clean and much more usable. And the information, I think, is being displayed in a much better way. Previously, if you wanted to specify... Let me get this chat box out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Previously, if you wanted to specify the minimum number of players, we had checkboxes on each of the player boxes, and it was just kind of like, we need this in the game, and we didn't really think through how to display it. So now we've got this nice counter that tells you how many minimum players you have, and you can toggle these. Shared inventory is now a button, a toggle button here. And when you have a shared inventory, it now says all players here, because all players are sharing player one's inventory. We moved the add and remove player buttons up here and swapped them. This just felt much more functional, and they don't like jerk down as you're trying to hit them. Yeah, the boxes were really tiny for sure. These aren't much better, but they look nicer. So yeah, you can add more players. You can't even adjust their drop downs because they don't do anything if you have a shared inventory. But if I unclick shared inventory, now I have these drop downs back. Player one appears here instead of all players. And I can give individual inventories here. And then you'll notice as I add players, the minimum player count goes up. And then I can lower that if I want by just clicking in here. So if I want this to be a 3-player dungeon, but you need a minimum of 2 players, I can do that. And then if I hit play, you'll start with 2 players. You can add in a 3rd. Oh yeah, and then the upgrades. So we wanted a way for players to start with the dash boots and then the map and the monocular. And then we're still discussing if we want to add anything else here. But I think for now, yeah, having a way to give these things to the player will be helpful. Obviously, we're going to have more upgrades later on. So this will be the section where we put those, like things that make you do +1 damage with your sword, +1 damage with your bow, stuff like that. So there will be upgrades coming down the pipe. So yeah, nothing functionally different here, but I think user experience and UI, just a really nice update. Especially for new players, I think this will be a much more usable menu for new players now. But then the fun thing for me is I get to update the tutorial for multiplayer because that has the old UI in it, so we'll be working on that soon. So yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, being able to set upgrades is a functional change. Yep. Didn't have that before. Nice to not have to put the item somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, if you want the player to start with dash boots, you can start with dash boots. Yeah, if you have a dungeon where the player doesn't need to find the map, you want them to have that room info from the beginning, I think it's nice to be able to just give it to them. And that, I think, is that. I think that's the update. There's a lot of little things, I think, too. Like a ton of little things. Let me see what's worth chatting about here. Just clicking through really quick. Oh yeah, the Fireflies issue has been mostly solved. So you can link to stuff if they have Fireflies on them. Oh, the build camera. I think that's worth talking about. So, previously you could get super lost. Yeah, I did. I talked about the Fireluz arc. Previously you could get super lost in build mode if you strayed too far away. It's now not possible to stray too far away. We always keep the furthest room on screen. And even if you zoom out, you will always have the furthest room on screen. So no more getting lost. Also, for those that don't know, if you hit C on the keyboard, it automatically centers you back to the center point of the dungeon. So I usually recommend don't move your starting room. That way you'll always be able to hit C and come back to it. I guess that is one way that you could still get lost if you pull, you know, your dungeon way up here. When you hit C, you're going to be out here. Once you find your rooms, you're good. Yeah, I guess maybe C should just go to where player 1 is. That'd probably be better. Although I guess you might not have that placed down. So, yeah, center of the first room is probably good. And then if the first room doesn't exist, it just picks a room, maybe. Or if we have a list, it could go to the second room. Or whatnot. Probably should also have a hotkey for finding the player. But anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So yeah, just a minor, and again, another quality of life thing. We're getting to that point where the game's coming along so well, we're able to tackle a lot of these quality of life things that we really wanted to get in for a long time. Which is nice to see. It kind of makes it feel like that finish line is actually here, you know? First day I got stuck out in the fluffy little clouds, never had that happen after I figured out the key. I think it only happened until I was pushed or something. Yeah, it's weird. Worth noting, if you're using edge scroll, I always turn it off, but if you're using edge scroll where the camera will move when you move the mouse to the edge, it does still drift past this boundary, but we're going to work on fixing that. So, edge scrollers beware. Oh, you fixed that. Okay, never mind. Let's test that really quick then. We'll use edge scroll. I hate edge scroll. I'm not a fan. Nice. Okay. Never mind. Forget I said that. So you can no longer edge scroll yourself out of Oblivion. If you're team edge scroll, I'm sorry. It's just not for me. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Sanjay's working on a cool update. I'm excited to show, hopefully next week, to everyone. Oh, we changed the way that spawners, how their linking works. Right, the limit's ignored when you're moving a room, so if you want to move a room, you know, wherever, you can do that. It's not gonna, you know, you can only move to where you can see, but, whoops. Yeah, it's not gonna like stop you from moving a room around. Let's talk about spawners really quick. I don't remember if we covered this, but in one of the more recent updates, I believe this is live already. I could be wrong. Okay, so when I step on this, it's going to spawn a key in each of these spawners. And then when I collect both keys, this link will trigger. I think before it was triggering if you only collected one or something weird, maybe. I don't remember. But there we go. So I collected both because they're in a group. And that triggered. Previously, a bug we were having with this was if I collected even just one of these now, it would re-trigger the link, since the grouped link already fired. But now, they still function as a group. And I still need to get all of these to trigger the link. So it definitely feels like it's functioning how it should. And keys aren't a great example because enemies you can, you know, defeat one by one. We do it with enemies. Oh, that's right. And we're working on a visualization for when a spawner's been cleared. There's probably going to be like lights that will light up on it so that you know that it's ready to activate its link. So like, I just defeated that bat. These lights would light up to show like this spawner's been cleared. And then that link would trigger and then the lights would go away. So yeah, I think we just kind of rethought linking of the spawners and got it to a state that makes more sense. So these are cool though. You can use them like a counter now in a way. I think that we've already talked about this before, but you know, you can have something like trigger this 3 times. And that gives you 3 gold, you know, and I've got a way to kind of like keep track of how many times you've done something. I think there's some really practical applications for this when it comes to linking and doing cool stuff. All right. Keep looking through the list here and see what else we got. And yeah, we did a bunch of testing this morning. We've been kind of testing it for a while now. We're feeling pretty good about trying to get this pushed out, hopefully after the stream. But fingers crossed, as long as we don't run into anything crazy while we're streaming. Yeah, the Firefly fix we showed off last week, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all the big stuff. As far as I can see. Thomas, if you can think of anything, let me know. The biggest unknown is the lag fix. I'm still suspicious of it. Yeah. The lag fix changed the way movables work. So if you're... let us know if you experience any funkiness while moving things around in the game, or if you see anything unexpected, let us know. But so far, nothing too crazy. Yeah, fireflies do not block linking, so... Oh, wait. Yes, they do. What did we do with fireflies? We did something. I thought that was the fix. Maybe not. Oh, everything should work properly. Okay. So, yeah, you still need to not have them there when you are setting up the link. But if they're on there, it's not going to be broken. Okay, cool. And MTO should work under them too. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I think any object that was bigger than one tile was having issue with the fireflies. But not anymore. Should have a variant of the fountain that you can interact with to heal yourself. Be kind of neat. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, this is stuck. Like I let go of the click. And I can't. Okay, it's any tile that isn't the base tile of an MTO if you try to move. That happen with other. No, it's just the fountain I get. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't want to swap the tiles or something. Very strange. Little bug. Not something I think that'll block our update tonight. But ooh, yeah, lots of... Index must be within the bounds of the list, is the error I'm getting. If all goes well, yeah. Famous last words, right? Thomas, I'm going to drop my player's log. I also still have that that weird error in there with the... What was it? Could not find a cursor icon for eraser affordance. That's still in there. Yeah, I could live with this this bug, I think. All right, player's log is in Discord. Okay, let me show y'all what I've been cooking. Okay, I've been toying around with a tower defense game, and it's not very good yet. This is just a proof of concept. And then once I figure out all the things I can do, I'm gonna create an actual, like an actual level for it. So let me show you what I have so far here. This is my designer challenge dungeon. Okay, So that gold's not supposed to be there. Okay. So I have 25 gold. So I can buy an arrow. Let me start the first wave. One second. Oh, okay. Thank you, Thomas. All right. Start the first wave here. Ignore these guys down here. I was testing something. All right, wave 1. So we got a couple GUIs. And they're stuck. Where are they stuck? This worked before, I swear. Alright, hold on. Let me restart. There they go. Well, kind of. Whoa. My character's moving on its own. That's weird. Oh. Crisis averted. My key was stuck on my keyboard. What the heck? Sorry, Thomas. Didn't mean to give you a heart attack there. But yeah, I don't know why these guys are getting stuck. That's a little weird. Let's play around with conveyors a bit. If all goes well. Gotta keep the Cheetos out of there. Yeah, I know. I did not spill some Coke, although I gotta go grab one. All right. So it might just have to do with the fact that they were spawned in. No, it looks like it's the corners. They're getting caught on the corners here. But off caffeine, ugh. That's rough. Yeah, I swear this wasn't happening before. I think we need enemies to like center themselves when they're on conveyors, maybe. Part of the lag fix, maybe. That kind of worked. They're still getting caught here. Try setting a conveyor under the mirror block. Okay. Like one that pushes them out. Or maybe this way. No, they're still kind of... Most of them are making it, but some of them are still getting stuck. And like, look at these guys. Looks like they're maybe stuck in some kind of rotation. I don't know. Hmm. Dang, I was excited to show this off. Maybe I need to apply a small force towards the center regardless of whether they're supposed to be. Yeah, maybe. Pillars. Like that. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Oh. Well, these guys are still getting caught. Blobs are kind of unpredictable. Sometimes they would stand still. Yeah, the enemies are still moving when they're on these conveyors, so sometimes they'll choose to move in the opposite direction and they'll kind of stand still. Yeah, very strange. Oh, definitely try other enemies. I did try the Lizarks, or I was about to, and I deleted them. Might be related to the lag fix? Okay. Looks like these ones got caught. Right here. Also, I never realized you're just, like, safe here. That's cool. Screen shake's kind of cool. As he's like running into this wall a little bit. Good idea. Unity physics wonky? Yeah. Do you have any plans on releasing Overworld Editor 2 or only Dungeons? That is in the roadmap, not for launch, but yes, there's something that we are going to look into. We will have Overworld support of some kind. We're still making the design decisions on it. Oh, they're like stuck. Okay, so yeah, that's broken. Trying to incorporate casting, but a cast and overlap give me different results. Interesting. Yeah, they're still getting stuck. Yeah, it's something. I think there's more to it than that because they're like actually getting stuck. So I'll have to look into it. I don't know if we need to disable the lag fix. Maybe. Yeah, I guess maybe for the time being until we fix the conveyor issue. At least they're consistent, you know? Good slimes. All right. Well, I kind of need. I gotta wait till we remove the lag fix, and then I'll work on my dungeon. So. Made your own engine. Nice. Very cool. See, objects are working okay. It's just the enemies that are getting caught for some reason. So we just need the enemies to act like these. Just stay in the middle. Oh yeah, I haven't tried blocks yet. That's a good point. Make sure they actually move on here. Well, there we go. Blocks are working fine. Very nice. Cool. It's just enemies giving us a hard time. That's all. Okay, bats work. I don't think the bat's ever centered. I think as soon as they hit a conveyor, they would move, if I'm recalling correctly. Kind of funny to watch these guys hop around the corner. It's pretty funny. Okay, yeah, they don't move. That's right. All right, interesting. Some things to look at. That's right, chests don't move, which is funny because snap traps do. So you can know if it's a real chest or not. Oh, Thomas, looks like I'm not being pushed by the conveyor if I stand here. Chests moved before? Did they? See, is it just? Yeah, it looks like it's just the left, right. It isn't moving me. Okay, making a note. Fixed moving MTOs, nice. Forgot a +1. Whoops! That can happen. Yeah, Thomas, I made a note in the Discord. You can stand at the top of conveyors. The left and right conveyors. So not sure if that's related to the lag fix or not. See if I got any errors. Look like it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think this might be the bug, right? Like, because if enemies are getting caught here and not being moved by the conveyor, maybe it's like making them stick or something. Yeah, you can see I get caught here. Yeah, the conveyor just isn't pushing you. You stop. No, you can't on verticals, but as soon as you get to a horizontal. So that's why the enemies are like getting stuck here. If anyone else is playing the game right now, let me know if this is a bug in the current build on Steam. I'm curious. No, it's just the top of the left and right. It's the lag fix? Okay, interesting. So it just mucked up conveyors somehow. Left of verticals? No, it didn't look like it. Looked like it was just the top of the left and right. Preemptive cast before the overlap to prevent. Oh, you can stop up here though. Oh, I see. Okay. So using the cast is what's messing up these. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. So is that fixable, or do you think it's better to just... Yeah. Just curious how fixable that was, or if it's better to just get rid of the lag fix. But... Yeah, I should have done more testing with conveyors, since we knew it was movable testing that needed to be done. But better late than never. We're testing now. Okay, yeah, if you want to disable it, that's fine. We can make sure the lag fix gets some proper testing that way. Oh. Okay. So yeah, you could just go through a stone. I'm assuming that's related. Physics are wonky, but it just makes it fun. That is true. Okay. So whenever Thomas gets this fixed in, I will make sure to test this too. Yeah. You'll have to wait a little longer for the lag fix off. We'll get that in when it's ready, but we'll still push the other changes hopefully tonight. All right. Well, since I can't work on my creator challenge or designer challenge dungeon, I think we can go. We'll go play a dungeon or two, and then we'll wrap things up from there. Because I am backlogged on dungeons. Along between the fix and test. I mean, I can test as soon as it's fixed. I can pull it right from the build. But the fix is going to take a little bit. Alright, I know we still need to play Sanjay's level, but I'm going to wait until Sanjay's here. We haven't done SH Chapter 2 yet. Catch Fluffy by the tail. Choose your destiny. Will you find the treasure hoard of the pups? Minigame Archer's Challenge. Let's check it out. This isn't your designer challenge dungeon, is it, Optimus? I think you posted this before the designer challenge. You also have run and fight. Was it fun? Cool. Alright, let's try it. Did you look into using the new Unity 6 distributed build so you could patch you a build from his computer? No, haven't messed with that. We're just using GitHub and I just download the builds that way. You'll need the sword and lantern to enter. Yeah, we're stuck in Unity 2020.3, and that was a recent update. We were in, what, 2017, I think, for a really long time? For a majority of development. Okay, we got the sword. I need to update soon, but I feel like every new version of Unity makes the compile time significantly worse. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if updating would help performance. Once again, because I know that's the reason we updated last time. That's... Dang, surprised me. I should have figured we'd find some bugs. I'm glad it's just the lag fix for the most part, though. Monocular. Hey, Sanjay. How's it going? Dang. Just trying to get away from the arrows. Oh yeah, look, they're getting caught on stuff. Yes. Lag fix is definitely messing things up. Actually, that might explain why I got caught in a triangle block earlier. And I made a card for it, but I think it's related to the lag fix. Let me make a note of it. Learning some Swift development. Nice. Sounds fun. Trophy, the doghouse. Yeah, I didn't realize enemies were getting caught on stuff so easy. Lag fix disabled. Okay, cool. Looked into it, but yeah, that was just the cast coming back as hitting things that... Okay. Yeah, definitely an issue, because enemies were getting caught on corners just playing this level, so... Forgot I had dashboards. Nice. The banners over lit windows. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like the lanterns as a switch. It's a neat idea. I wonder if I can cheese this. Oh, I can't hit bombs over spikes anymore. I think that's because of the lag fix, huh? probably. It's like, yep, bomb is in wall. Can't hit it. Dang. I guess I'll never know if it was cheesable. Yeah, these red ones are getting all kinds of stuck. Figures. Yeah, my work computer is switching to Windows 11 like this weekend. I'm dreading it. Oh no. I'm stuck. Catch me if you can. Whee! Fluffy! Where are you going? Yeah, 7 was great. I came around to 10. 11, I've heard there's things you can do to make it feel like 10. Wait, where do I go? Can't deal with Microsoft Fair. Don't get lost. Too late, Scout. We got 618. Got a Mac Mini, and I've always been PC, Intel, and AMD. Nice. Yeah, it'd be cool to watch you do a dev stream. Watch you like do some programming or whatever. I feel like I'm cheesing this dungeon with the lag fix because the enemies keep getting stuck on stuff. It makes it easier. The fractured. Whoa, okay. That's cool. Man, that Spoople was coming in hot. Yeah, the new track matches like the craziness of this level really well. I think that's what's great about it. Alright, I'm bringing this monocular with me. You never know when you're going to need a monocular, alright? It's coming with me. Oops. Ooh, we got some lag there. We're on the lag fix. Where are we getting lag? It's the items. Oh yeah, you can hide on the stairs, you're right. Ow. Ow. Oh, 100% gotcha. I thought you were saying that's what was causing the lag. Yeah, I'm getting a little lag. It's interesting. I don't know why. Yeah, we're really lagging. Huh. I guess there's just a lot of stuff. Need a key. This is crazy. Alright, where's my key? Is that it? That's gotta be it. Nope, it's arrows. Well done. It's not over yet, though. Fluffy. Enjoying the chase. Fluffy, get back here. Whee! That part's pretty funny. There's our key. Now we've got a bow. Good thing those ghosts are just like stuck. It's convenient. It all worked out. How do I get back over? Yeah, Apple drives me crazy for a lot of reasons. Mainly trying to get our 2 games on iOS was a huge pain. Softlock bypass for emergency use. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen someone do a softlock bypass. Welcome to the Archer's Challenge. Shoot orbs for gold bonus. Shoot all wall orbs for special bonus. You have 90 seconds. Ready? Wait, am I getting points every time I shoot one of these? How do I get the wall? Oh, wait. This is such a good minigame. I love it. Okay. What did that do? Oh, I see. Very clever. We did it, I think. 10 seconds. Nice. That was cool. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what the timer switches were doing. But I think I got everything. I like that you have a little feeder. Pup's treasure bag. And a secret. Trophy, perfect. Oh, right, can't do that. Okay. Still worked. Something hidden in the doghouse at the end. Okay. Oh man, we got double Goliath. This boss fight is insane. This boss fight is crazy. Dang, that was nuts. Oh, here we go. Still love the conveyor belt underneath the floor switch to move the statues. It's just so nice. Speak to Fluffy. What do you want, Fluffy? You've bested my champion. Follow me. How? Choose your destiny. Nice. Okay, you caught me. It's Fluffy's doghouse. When you're ready, enter the pup house. That's really creative. I like that. Kingsguard are still after you? Till next time. Choose one of the wishes. Wish for dominion over wind. Wish for dominion over water. It's the secret. Dominion over earth. Well, I gotta go see the secret. Oh, dominion over fire. Secret's in here, maybe? Nice. Oh, okay. I guess we wished for dominion over fire. Or water. Trophy master. Nice. Very creative level. Very fun. GG. All right. Well, I think we'll call the stream there. We got some testing in, and I think everything's looking good except for the lag fix, which we're going to pull out and work on, and we'll push that at a later time. But I think everything else is ready. So you can use all this stuff for your designer challenge dungeons. Make sure to get those in as soon as you can. And we will be playing designer challenge dungeons next week. The winner will get the coveted Designer Challenge winner tag on their dungeon. So we'll also feature the dungeons in the featured section so they get a little exposure as a thank you for contributing to the contest. So but yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out. This was fun. Appreciate all the chatter. If you're new here, Super Dungeon Designer is on Steam Early Access right now. It's $14.99. You can pick it up. There's a link down below. There's also a link down below to our Discord channel where we chat in between streams. Our designer challenge is going on right now. You can create a mini game. More info on that in the What's New section of the news on the main menu of Super Dungeon Designer. So check it out. And yeah, we stream usually on Sundays around 5:30 Pacific time. So come join us. And yeah, we'll wrap things up. Thanks all. Hope everyone has a good rest of your Sunday, and we will see you soon. Take care all, and we'll get this update pushed out. We'll ping everyone in Discord when it's ready. So all right, I'm gonna play us out with the trailer. Thanks all. Have a good night.